this episode of Monica's Place. I'm just having a little cappuccino and cookies. And let's just see. Looks like they're all empty. On this episode, I'm going to show you how to transform this empty cookie tin into a beautiful card set. So we're going to make a tin of 10. So please stay tuned. For this episode, you're going to need cardstock and some coordinating printed paper, enough to make 10 mini cards, acrylic paint, chalk ink with a sponge, of course your empty tin, and some chipboard, and perhaps some ribbon for embellishments. So first we're going to start off with our nice tin cleaned out. And with this one, most tins are quite smooth, but as you can see, this one kind of has a bumpy edge on it from the image that's on the front. But that's okay, that just makes it more challenging for us. So the first thing we're going to start out by doing is taking some acrylic paint and painting, I think I'm going to use this pretty blue, over the whole entire tin, front and back, and the lid as well. Okay, I've got my tin finished painting, and I had to use 2 coats on it. So the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to spell the word tin, T-I-N, of 10, the number 10. So I'm going to get all of my chipboard pieces painted in this coordinating apple green color. I also took some flower chipboard pieces and painted them green. Then when they dried, I'm going to take this color box chocolate brown ink and ink all around the edges of all of this green. I'm also going to ink all around the edges of my tin. I'm going to use these medium Zots glue dots to start adhering some of the chipboard to the front of the tin. If you've never worked with Zots and chipboard before, I find the best way to adhere it is to take your chipboard piece, unroll the Zots, they have the little glue on the ends there, you can see, and just simply press the chipboard right on top and press from the paper side, and it'll just stick right on the back of your piece, and then adhere it to your surface. So I've got my chipboard all attached here, and then I went ahead and just took the paintbrush with the green and just kind of touched it up to kind of coordinate it a little bit more. I'm not sure if I like it, but we'll see when the end result comes. Okay, there was just something about this tin that just wasn't coming together for me, so I decided to attach this ribbon. One of them has green and blue polka dots, and the other one is green and brown stripes. So what I'm going to do is take my crocodile, I set it to the furthest edge here on the largest hole of the crocodile. Just going to take it down the corner here. That's the beauty of these things, they punch through tin, and I'm just going to punch a hole there. Then I'm going to go to the side and punch a coordinating hole right there. Then I'm going to move it up a little bit, about a ½ an inch, and do the same thing again. This time the holes will be a little bit higher. One right there, and one right there. I'm now going to set an eyelet in each of those 4 holes. So I've got some chocolate brown eyelets. Put one in the bottom hole there. Go to this part of the crocodile. Set on the settings that the manufacturer suggests for setting large eyelets. And there's one set, easy as pie. And I'll continue to do that on all 4 holes. For the side holes, you may have to set the tin on its side. There. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 eyelets. So I'm going to go ahead and poke ribbon through those holes and trim it. I've got my ribbon thread through the eyelets. You can see I went through the front and then came out the side with that one. And same with the one below. I love the crocodile. And if you look back on episode 4, I show you exactly how to use the crocodile if you don't have one. So I'm just going to do a double knot in the top one. I just think this adds a really cute embellishment. And same thing with the bottom one. And then just trim the ribbons. I love how that looks. Here's my lid already painted, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of green around it just like the rest of the tin. And this is exactly what I did. I literally brushed it around really roughly and kind of smooshed it with my hands, just to give it that shabby chic look that I love so much. And then took some more ink and just chalked it around a bit. There's our lid. So there's our finish 10. A 10 of 10. I've decided to fill my tin with 10 greeting cards, coordinating. So I started with this one. I used a lot of Stampin' Up! Punches. This is printed paper, and I made a gatefold. It's a thank you card, blank on the inside. This one I used my Colozzle. I embossed some paper with my quick cuts. Can you see the sort of raised embossed flowered paper? Then I made some flower petals and used the cutout circles from the Colozzle, and this one says you're the best. This one I used some two-way tape and some glitter. And again, some more of that paper. The scallop punch to make that chocolate brown trim for this little rectangular card that says just saying hello. And these are Stampin' Up! Rub-ons I used. This is a little 3-inch thank you card, and on the ink around circle it says so sweet of you, and again it's coordinating. They're all coordinating. This one just simply says I care, and I chalked on all the cards, as you can see, with the same ink that's on the tin. This particular card, it's a birthday card. I decided to make a tag. I made 2 matching tags, rounded the edges, and scored it to fold, and it says happy birthday, and at the bottom, and you thought I forgot. And here I just used a circle, and I used a paper piercer to put the little holes around the circle. And again, the scallop punch. This one has a little torn edge on it with some paper, and it's another happy birthday, best wishes, and I used a little brad that I got at the dollar store. Here's another teeny tiny little card, and it says get well wishes. This one is a little flower thank you card, and it's simply in the shape of a flower, and I cut it out and I left the fold like so. It's a little thank you card. And the last one is a little card, and it's made with inchies. I got this from a lady on YouTube, and you simply cut out 1-inch squares, then you glue them onto, with temporary adhesive, onto an acrylic block. You stamp all of them as if it's one uniform piece, so you can see the tree stamp. You color or paint it in, chalk it all in, and then separate them and ink each side. Mount them on dark paper, and then glue them to your background. For me, it's this light beige, and it looks like you're looking through a window pane. I love this look. So this one is called I'm Here For You, and I put some coordinating printed paper in the background there. So that's my set of 10 cards. I've tied them all up with the chocolate brown and ribbon, so they'll fit nicely in this tin. And I'm going to give this to my sister as a gift that she can keep on her desk at work whenever she needs that last-minute gift card. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Monica's Place, and I hope my 10 of 10 scored a 10 with you. See you next time.